We keep meaning to make a video about retirement because that's what's happened to us.
Yeah.
And we planned this retirement. We retired early. Tina was 58 when we retired. I had been retired prior to that, but let's just call me being 60, Tina 58. We're retired. And we decided that we really wanted to travel and that we had good health, but we didn't want to waste it.
Yeah.
So we decided that we should just get going, not think about.
Just do it.
Yeah, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
So the whole point of retirement for us was a whole change of life. We used it as a landmark.
Like a life-changing.
Yeah, a point in time that gave us plenty to reflect on. We were no longer going to be defined by our jobs. And so we started looking at the math. Do you remember we had our house?
Yeah, we did.
And one day I came home with a bright idea that we should add up.
How much it costs us per month in the house.
Yeah, based on the fact that it was mortgage free.
Yeah.
Because you kind of think, hey, it's mortgage free, so we're living free.
Yeah, but that's not true, is it?
Not even close.
We were actually really surprised how much per month it was costing us. And that was when we looked at the option, didn't we, of thinking we'll sell the house, invest the money, and possibly look at renting. And that's what we started to do, wasn't it? To look at renting apartments.
One of the problems living in Canada is it's Ontario where we are. We were living just outside of Ottawa, and it's an extreme climate.
Yeah.
You get really hot summers and you get really cold winters, and we like to travel in winter time to go get some summer sun to break up the stress of winter. And the trouble with our insurance policies and most Canadian insurance policies is you cannot leave your house unattended for more than 24 hours without somebody coming in to check on it.
Yeah.
Our insurance broker said they could push that to 48 hours, but we couldn't contemplate going away for 2 months and asking our friends or family to go in our house every 48 hours. That was one point. And when we added up all the bills, what did we find out?
There was about $100 difference between if we continued to stay in the house or if we were to rent a 2-bedroom apartment. And we kind of looked at it that where we were had all the things like snow clearing and all that we had to look at.
Well, we were just doing the carrying costs, the electricity, the heating, not even the maintenance.
No.
It was
Just
property
monthly,
tax.
Yeah, just monthly costs, wasn't it?
Just those fixed costs that we added up, and we were within $100 a month of a 2-bedroom apartment rent.
Yeah.
And we always thought people who rented were nuts.
Yeah.
You have a house, you
Why
pay
don't
it
you
off.
live in it? Yeah.
So that led us to sell the house.
Yeah.
We sold the house, and our son was living in a town 5-6 hours away from where we were living, and we decided to go and move to where he was living. We'd already been living near our daughter for all of her married life, and our grandson in Ottawa, and now that our son had a grandchild for us, we decided we would go there, share our time.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about the town that our son was living in was it was a lot cheaper than where we were currently living. And where we were currently living was in the middle of the countryside, so we had to drive everywhere.
And now one of the pluses is we don't have to drive everywhere. We can just walk, can't we? We can walk to grocery stores and...
We've moved into a town, in this cheaper town where our son is living, and everything's cheaper.
Yeah.
Tina was shocked you went to the hairdresser.
Oh, yeah. Like hairdressing was a third of the price what you'd pay in Ottawa. Just everything was cheaper. And now we're renting. We have all extra pluses too. We have an indoor swimming pool, so I can go swimming every day.
That's your favourite
That's
thing,
my favourite thing. That's the only thing I'm missing here in Portugal because I can't go swimming, but that's okay. Yeah, I love the swimming. When we said that we don't need to drive, that led us to something else, didn't it?
It did.
Because since being where we are and renting successfully, we then decided to get rid of the car too, didn't we?
Yeah, we're going all out on this.
Well, we're not completely got rid of it. What we do is now we rent cars.
Well, we did sell our car. It was 2 years old. We didn't sell the car immediately when we retired. We actually bought a new one when we arrived at this new town. But after 2 years, we were working out we were only driving 8,000 kilometers a year.
Because we were traveling so much, whether we were cruising or land-based, we were away for such a substantial amount of time that the car just sat there and did nothing.
And we can walk to a grocery store, which is close by our apartment, so we don't even have to drive to go and get our groceries.
No.
So anyway, we sold the car.
Yeah.
Very fortunate, the dealer took it back, paid off what we owed on it because it was in such great shape, low mileage. He was really happy to have it back, and we have been renting cars as we need them.
Yeah.
And it's a far better situation for us because the car used to sit there for a week or two, or if we were traveling for a month and not go anywhere.
So what we've actually done is we've now got rid of the liability of both the car and the house, haven't we?
We have.
So when we're traveling, we have like zero stress because all that went.
Yeah, big weight off your shoulders.
Yeah. So we would highly recommend it, wouldn't we?
So we looked at rent for the apartment. So a couple of things that are really great for us. We can just close the door, lock it, leave the apartment building and never even have to worry about it.
No.
We have renter's insurance for our contents, which we're quite happy. The building's a wonderful building that we're in. We have many great friends there. And no stress. There's middle of winter, the water pipe's going to burst. Not my problem.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it.
Is the tap leaking? Ring, ring, get the super up here.
Yeah,
Tap's leaking.
He can fix it. It took us a bit of getting used to that to begin with, didn't it? Because things went wrong, then you started to fix it, and then we said, no, wait a minute, we're supposed to get somebody else to come and fix it. That's why we're here. So now we're getting better at it.
The big thing that I suddenly realised after 2 years was I hadn't been to a Home Depot home improvement store to buy anything. Whereas I used to live at that store.
Yeah.
We're always getting something for the house.
Yeah, whether it was paint or varnish for the decks or something was always going wrong. Yeah.
Landscaping. So that all went. Financially, we were able to sell the house. We're lucky to be debt-free, and we're not incurring debt. We've invested the money. We invest in a bunch of different stuff. We have cash deposits for safety. We have dividend stocks, which we like, where we're getting between 4 and 6% dividends. And we're generating more than our rent. So we're kind of living rent-free in some respects.
Which is really good.
It is.
We like that.
So this is just a little first part. We thought driving to Lisbon we could explain to you a little bit about our retirement strategy.
And how we got here.
And how we can afford to travel.
Yeah.
Would you say it's been successful for your team?
Oh, absolutely. It's great. And I guess one thing I didn't realise at the time when I was working was I didn't think I was stressed out, but obviously I was. And now when we moved